It would be revolting to think that Glock would disappear from the pedestal one day. I am sure that it won't happen in 2025 and in the next many years. Still, from time to time, there have been guns that prove to be considerably better than Glock pistols in terms of performance and quality. Take the guns I am about to show you in this video as examples. What's up, everyone? This is your boy Ted from Line45, and today I'll be mentioning some newly released or introduced handguns in 2025 that are objectively better than any Glock pistol you can get right now. Before anything else, let me do this quick plug. Hit the like and subscribe buttons, all the buttons that you can see below. Don't forget to leave a comment too. I know it feels like a hassle, but those things help my channel a lot. Now let's get back to the good stuff. Ruger RXM. Both Ruger and Magpul joined to develop the Ruger RXM. It's an entirely new handgun that features a modular stainless steel chassis system, which means that it opens room for you to tinker and customize the pistol's grip. Of course, the serialized fire control insert of the gun is a creation of Magpul. It's a striker-fired pistol and doesn't require a learning curve, as it's similar in size to various carry guns in the market right now. Unlike many Glock pistols, this one is already optics ready from the factory and even comes with a better sight system than your typical Glock. The standard capacity is 15 rounds, and it can accept any Glock 19 pattern magazines. Yes, in terms of size, this is very much comparable to the Glock 19. It is about 7.1 inches long and has a 4-inch barrel with a 1 in 10-inch right-hand twist. The barrel is constructed from alloy steel and sports a wonderful FNC nitride finish that makes it durable. With a fully loaded magazine, this thing weighs about 30 ounces. With its flush-fit magazine inserted, the gun stands at 5.31 inches, so it's still concealable. This American-made pistol is quite reliable too, and it's important because reliability is the selling point of Glock. The RXM can run on different 9mm ammo and can survive under extensive use. It may get spicy, but the thing will shoot nonetheless. I am really surprised that the gun can sustain thousands of rounds without premature wear or warpage on its structure. Both the controls and ergonomics of the RXM are familiar. If you've shot a Glock 19 or a CZ P365 before, you can run this Ruger pistol comfortably. Aside from the fire control insert, Magpul also applied its enhanced handgun grip to the RXM. In particular, a 3/4 TSP texture scale surrounds the entirety of the grip, which in turn lets you fire this pistol as securely as possible. Shadow Systems CR920X. It really makes sense to include a Shadow Systems pistol in this list. After all, this Texas-based company established its name by customizing Glock pistols. So, one way or another, many of its guns are actually better renditions than their original Glock predecessor. Plus, these guns are entirely built and sourced here in the United States, so that's a big deal for me. The latest in its catalog is the CR920X, which is an upgraded version of the CR920, which was released in 2022. Compared to the CR920, the CR920X actually has a longer grip frame, which in turn allows it to accept 15-round magazines. This is a big deal, considering that when it comes to form, this pistol is not in the same size bracket as the Glock 19. Instead, it's more comparable to the Glock 43X, but objectively speaking, the CR920X has better features and capacity than the Glock 43X. The overall length of the CR920X is about 6.37 inches, while its barrel is about 3.41 inches long. With a longer grip, the gun easily stands 5.2 inches tall with a flush-fit magazine. It also weighs about 20 ounces or so when fitted with an empty magazine. Notably, I can say that the width of the CR920X and Glock 43X is just the same. Keep in mind that the Glock 43X is a slimline series pistol, so its entire assembly is really squeezed properly so that you can conceal it properly. In this aspect, I don't really find any difference between this gun and the Glock 43X, and this means a lot, considering that the Glock 43X only has a standard 10-round magazine. Of course, there's no need to machine its slide so that you can fit a red dot on it. It already has an optics cut, which lets you directly mount red dots with Holosun 50K or Shield RMSC footprint. The gun is also insanely accurate and has an excellent trigger that supersedes the ones installed in Glock. Springfield Armory XD Mod 3 OSP. The XD Mod 3 OSP is actually an attempt to make the XD series relevant, and to be fair, the gun did accomplish this task. It's a striker-fired pistol that has great usability and extensive range of features that make it an excellent competition to the likes of Glock 19 MOS Gen 5, for example. Of course, one of its highlights is its optics-ready system, which is the very point why it got the OSP designation. By the way, OSP stands for Optical Sight Pistol. Well, what it does is that it lets you mount micro red dot sights directly to the pistol's slide. You don't need adapter plates anymore, unlike the MOS system of Glock. This feature of this brand new XD pistol decreases the optic's overall height when you mount it to the slide. At the same time, it effectively eliminates potential failure points to the optics. I can also argue that the ergonomics of this Springfield pistol are leagues ahead of what Glock pistols have. The grip safety, for example, is clearly not a feature you can find in any Glock right now. It's an excellent passive safety that I really welcome, considering that it doesn't complicate the operation of this handgun at all. Moreover, the grip zone texture of Springfield is also a part of the assembly of the XD Mod 3. It is aggressive but surprisingly comfortable, and it's more efficient in providing a tacky grip over the pistol as compared to the standard stippling in Glock guns. You'll really feel how good this texturing is once you can run the XD Mod 3 rapidly. And surely enough, the ambidextrous slide stop and reversible magazine release of the XD Mod 3 is extremely handy for left-handed shooters. We all know that Glock has limited left-hand-friendly features, might not, so in this aspect, Springfield should have the upper hand. Kimber CDs9. Kimber has been hinting for quite some time that it want to enter the double-stack 1911 fray. It now did with its introduction of the Kimber 2K11. But months before that, the gunmaker dropped the CDs9. If I can describe this gun succinctly, it would be feature-rich. Heck, it's way better than most micro-compact 1911 pistols these days, such as the likes of the Glock 43X MOS or the Glock 48 MOS. From capacity and trigger design down to optics integration, the CDs9 is simply a class of its own. One of the most significant advantages of the CDs9 over Glock pistols, in particular, is its fully enclosed ejection port design. This one makes the CDs9 one hell of a reliable concealed carry pistol, as it helps shield the ejection mechanism from the elements, such as dust, debris, and moisture. Needless to say, you won't really find this feature on any Glock models. I can't also downplay the innovation on the CDs9 in terms of its optics readiness. The slide is factory cut for optics, and it accepts red dots without the need for adapters or mounting plates. Moreover, the optic you toss into it will sit low on the slide, and that means that it will co-witness with the standard TrueGlow night sights. These night sights, by the way, are steel reinforced, so they are a lot more durable than the existing plastic sights of Glock. Another aspect where I think the CDs9 is better than Glock is its trigger. The CDs9 has a flat-face trigger, and this one has a smooth 5-pound pull with a short tactile reset, which results in a crisper and more predictable shooting experience as compared to the trigger of Glock. Even with the improvements in the Gen 5 Glock, their triggers still feel mushy. Springfield Armory Echelon 4.5F Comp. The Echelon 4.5F is one prolific striker-fired pistol that can easily surpass the likes of the Glock 45 MOS or even Glock 17 Gen 5 for that matter. It offers stunning improvements in terms of optics integration, ergonomics, and modularity at the same time. And hey, this goes beyond the compensator. Of course, one of its defining features is its Central Operating Group or COG. It's basically a serialized fire control unit that lets you swap between frame sizes and grip modules, and such a feature is absent from any Glock pistol, which is heavily dependent on their fixed frames. We have to acknowledge the fact that Glock guns let you interchange their backstraps, but it's not the same kind of versatility that the Echelon can offer. Moreover, Glock these days offers MOS variants for some of its guns so that you can use optics on them. However, the MOS system needs adapter plates so that it can mount red dots. This isn't actually an issue, but if you're going to compare it with the variable interface system, it's like night and day. You see, the optics system of the Echelon lets you directly mount more than 30 optics footprints, minus the need for adapter plates. It's a big deal because it reduces the profile of the optics, making it more durable and more proficient in fast target acquisition. Then there's also the factory-installed tritium U-notch sights on the Echelon, which are already optimized so that they co-witness with red dots. In Glock guns, this feature will often require some aftermarket adjustments. Well, I am not saying that people are actually bothered doing this, but sometimes you want to have a gun that is already rocking fresh from the factory. I can also say that the ergonomics of the Echelon can make you forget about your Glock. Just take its multifaceted adaptive grip texture as an example. It offers varying levels of texture intensity across the primary contact areas of the grip. Because of this, the grip of the Echelon 4.5F feels more secure and comfortable as compared to the standard stippling of Glock guns. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Just press all the buttons. Those little clicks are free, but they help the channel a lot. Stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, it's not just about the shot, it's about mastering the craft. Until next time, lock and load.